Vivacious Charles. Also know that. Oh my God. Is this the one they called Joe Dirt? I've been hearing about him. Introduce him, Jimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from the 7th Street Strip, Vivacious Charles. And his partner, he is straight out of the trailer park, Joe Dirt. And they are accompanied by ATM.
You thinking Joe Dirt?
And now their opponents.
You thinking Joe Dirt maybe straight out of Rolling Hills Trailer Park out in LaGrange? Maybe one of these South End trailer parks here in Louisville, maybe? Well, it don't matter what trailer park he's from, because he's getting ready to take on the Backyard Boys. Have you heard about the Backyard Boys? These guys are absolute maniacs. They're morons, they're goofs, they're fools, they're idiots. They will do anything to win a match. And there they are. I told you they're everything I told you they were. Here they come. One of them's got a hat on backwards. That always impresses me.
And ladies and gentlemen, now introducing from the backyard, Gary and TJ, the Backyard Boys.
Gary and DJ.
One fall match, 10-minute time limit, referee Ray Ramsey.
Gary and DJ look like they might have spent a little time in a trailer park with Joe Dirt there.
You know, I've got to say that that's probably the finest job of wrestling announcing that I've ever heard from any one human being when you gave that succinct and yet at the same time very effluvient description of Gary and TJ, the Backyard Boys.
That was some fine work, wasn't it?
Well, right now,
I agree with you.
Gary is in the ring now for the Backyard Boys. Vivacious Charles.
I got to ring the bell.
Opening up for his team, and I'll tell you, I have never seen a physique quite like the one possessed by Joe Dirt.
Oh,
Joe Dirt has to be going every bit of 86 pounds.
I've seen that physique. Didn't you watch The Mummy when those skeletons come popping out of the caskets?
Well, it did look like he went to give blood and forgot to say when. However, I saw him last summer. He had a sunburn. He looked like a thermometer.
Well, you got Vivacious Charles in the ring right now. Pardon me for a minute. I gotta call Pat Patterson because I just think I found him some fresh meat.
Right now, wait a minute, Vivacious Charles with the shuck and jive off the ropes. The flip, flop, and fly can't be too far behind.
Whoa!
The hip toss.
Now, I've heard a lot about these Backyard Boys. They're real go-getters. That's what I hear about them.
TJ
TJ
and the Backyard Boys now in control of Vivacious Charles. And ATM, the manager, certainly believes he has found the right tag team combination for Vivacious Charles with his partner Joe Dirt. But I'll tell you, so far the Backyard Boys have been able to maintain control in this contest, but it's very early in the going. It's still anybody's ball game.
Well, I can feel for ATM. There's only so much you can do in trying to put together these tag teams. You can teach them everything you know, and still sometimes it doesn't pan out, as you well know. You had a lot of trouble yourself.
You couldn't teach a dog how to play dead if you shot him. Right now, Vivacious Charles covers, wait a minute. Had a 2 count there, almost a 3, but the Backyard Boys still in the ball game. TJ manages to power out. Oh, he just slapped Gary right in the face.
All he did right there is stir up a hornet's nest because it doesn't take a whole lot. Oh, my God, Joe Dirt's in the ring. What the hell was that?
Joe Dirt driving all of his 87 pounds down behind that elbow right to the small of the back.
87 pounds? Well, hell, his feet weigh 50.
Well, then you distribute that other 37 pounds along his 6'6" frame.
Holy
and you've got
Jesus.
a car wreck.
I
don't know what the hell that was, but my God, Joe Dirt almost went down but powered out of it. Joe Dirt certainly does not have the weight that one would expect from a professional wrestler, but he's got enough height to get plenty of leverage.
There's a whole lot of things he doesn't have that you would expect to see in a professional wrestler, and one of them's going to be a spine, a head, a leg, an arm, because they're about to break it off and beat him with it here any minute.
Well, Joe Dirt now at the mercy of the Backyard Boys. Joe Dirt, his shadow weighs 3 pounds more than he does. He uses wait a minute, what in the world? Well, that's an arm breaker. That's an arm breaker hold, but Joe Dirt rolled right out of it. His arm is so thin
that the
Backyard Boys couldn't hold on to it.
They could not lock the arm bar on him. He's so damn skinny. I've never seen anything like it.
I'll tell you, putting a hold on this Joe Dirt Be like trying to push a raw oyster into a coin slot. He is just everywhere.
Oh my God, that's not a pretty picture. They root for hair pulling, but Mr. Baloney here, Billy Baloney, can't seem to get a cheer from anybody.
And now Joe Dirt from the trailer park. He's straight out of the trailer park. As a matter of fact, he sleeps in one of the wheel ruts in the dirt in the trailer park.
Does he
just
clean it
perfectly.
out first, or does he just crawl in there?
Well, I believe he just slides right in. Joe Dirt now backing Gary of the Backyard Boys up. Backyard, back street, back door.
I can assure you, they're not the Backstreet Boys.
Spinebuster, and the bone.
If he had
hit
a
the
spine,
canvas.
it would probably hurt.
That was all bone and canvas there. Joe Dirt down on the mat.
He's a big, blithered piece of pasta laying there. He's got no bones. He's got no spine. Is he human?
Yes, they look like
What
mosquito
the-
bites on a strand of spaghetti. Wait a minute, Joe Dirt. He is stomping.
Shades of Joe Louis.
Joe Louis?
Cannon punch.
That was Sonny Liston, you moron! Oh, belly to back
Oh,
on his
my
head
God!
with authority.
Holy mackerel!
And we have returned to the Davis Arena from Lewiston,
I
Maine
tell you
now.
what, I got $10 in my pocket. I'll give him right now if they just kill him.
I think they're going to do it for free. Save your money, Bolin. You always do every other time.
I'd get out of it regardless.
The Backyard Boys in control of Joe Dirt. Oh, there's a shot right to the head. And
Bob
Joe
Bass-
Dirt falls amidst a gaggle of arms and legs and disconnected body parts.
There's something hanging from his pants there now.
Shut up about what's hanging from his pants. That's thin too, but we don't want to talk about that. Well, clothesline there. Joe Dirt created an opening. Can Dirt make the tag to Vivacious Charles?
Well, if they're gonna have any chance in this match whatsoever, he better drag that big strand of spaghetti he's got and tag Vivacious Charles. It's the only prayer they've got.
Oh, there's the tag. Vivacious Charles in the ring now legally against TJ of the other side of the
Well,
ring.
you know me,
turnbuckle
Jimmy.
there.
I just have a natural hatred against skinny people. You know me.
Well, Joe Dirt is really turning out to be a crowd favorite here at the Davis Arena.
Well, hell, they know it's the last time they're ever going to see him alive. Oh, my
Pedigree.
God. Didn't I see that earlier?
Pedigree. You can hear Triple H turning over in his grave, and he's not even dead
What
yet.
is he going to do?
Uh-oh.
He's going to attempt something.
Well, that probably could have been better thought out. But Joe Dirt
Couldn't have.
Joe Dirt misses on that one. And now Gary trying to make the tag to TJ for the Backyard Boys.
He didn't miss. He
Joe
landed
Dirt,
in the
his
ring.
arms are 5 feet long. He tagged Charles. Defensive thanks to
That
Vivacious
right there is the
Charles.
stupidest thing I've seen done in a week or two. He put Joe Dirt back in the ring. They beat him. They pummeled him. They've snapped all of his limbs. They've broken his head. They pulled his hair.
Well, you know what that means? That means Joe Dirt's the toughest man in the building because they've done everything they could and they can't stop him.
Well, there you go.
Shows how much you know.
I know very little. I prove it every week.
Oh, now Joe Dirt choking his man on the middle cable there.
Choking what? We've seen a lot of choking here tonight.
Oh, my
No,
God, Joe
what?
Dirt.
No, I'm blind.
Joe Dirt just
I'm
took off
blind.
his shirt and slapped the other
Holy
Backyard Boy in the
mackerel.
face.
More choking going on.
The crowd is going wild.
ATM has lost. What is he thinking? What is he thinking putting these two together?
Well, he's
They're as
thinking he's
different as
trying to
black
win a
and
match.
white.
Oh, for heaven's sake, he's trying to win a match. Oh, wait a minute, crossbody
What?
there. Joe Dirt, wait a minute, ring it.
That's it.
Ring
That's
that
it.
bell. Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't think the guy knew Joe Dirt touched him.
ladies and gentlemen, that was an upset.
Trouble.
The winners of the fall and the match, the Backyard Boys.
Oh!
Oh, man. Joe Dirt just took his shoe off and nailed Vivacious Charles right in the face.
Well, here's a shock. The three that seem to hang out in trailer parks together have teamed up.
Whoa! The Backyard Boys are from the backyard, not the trailer park, but the point is Charles is down. And it doesn't pay to make a mistake in a match when you got a tag team partner, because as we've seen tonight, you will pay for it.
Have you ever seen anybody that did backyard wrestling that didn't live in a trailer park? I didn't think so.
Uh-oh, wait a minute now.
Well, this ain't
we got
good.
Charles and Dirt. ATM is beside himself, and that's an ugly pair. As now Charles
Oh!
powerbomb on Joe Dirt. He put Dirt right down in the dirt. Here comes the Backyard Boys. The Backyard Boys all over the top of Charles again. Send their man off. Double clothesline.